Good morning, dear students. Today in our online class we studied a new story, that is the story of the hack driver, and few of you told me that you need a video class of this particular story, so I am putting this video. So moving on to the story, it is actually about a lawyer who completed his graduation with honors and is working as a junior assistant clerk in a very famous law firm. So he is actually not satisfied with his job. He wanted to pursue the career of a lawyer in his own hometown, but he is working for another firm and he is not satisfied with the job because his role is to actually go in search of victims, and in this process sometimes he gets scolded, sometimes he gets beaten up, so he doesn't like his job. One day this lawyer got a Herculean task, that is, he had to go in search of a man whose name is Oliver Lutkins. So this man resides in a village called New Mullion, which is almost 40 miles away from the particular place where this lawyer is living. So he has to go in search of this particular man. And the thing is, he hasn't seen this man before. He doesn't know how Lutkins looks like. And he starts for his journey and he is very excited because he is going to visit a new place. And when he reaches there, all his excitement comes to an end because the place is not as beautiful as he thought it would be. It is a very dull village, and the first person he meets there is this Oliver Lutkins. But as I told you earlier, he has not seen Lutkins before, so he doesn't know how Lutkins appears. The appearance of Lutkin is not known to him. He is seeing Lutkin for the first time, so he doesn't identify this person. And he is very sad because he has reached a very dull place. He thought that the village would be very nice, very energetic, but the place is so dull. He doesn't know anyone in that place, so how and where to start? He is in a dilemma. At that time he is seeing this particular man, the hack driver, who is actually Lutkins in reality, but he doesn't know. He is confronting the man and telling him that I am actually in search of a person called Oliver Lutkins. Can you help me? Do you know the person? To which the man replies, yes, of course I do. I know the person. He was here with me an hour ago, but now he is not with me. But I know the places where he usually goes. So if you come with me, I can lead you to that person. Now, this lawyer, he tells Lutkin that actually I don't have much time to spend because before evening I have to return to my office. And he says, it's not a big deal. If you want, you can hire my horse. You will have to pay $2 per hour, which this lawyer readily agrees, and they start their journey. And the first place they visit is the Fritz shop because this man says Lutkin always goes to that shop to play poker. And once we played and he cheated me and took $50 from me. He owes me $50. So he usually goes there to play. So he will be there. I am definite. So we'll go and search there. And so both these people, they go to that particular shop. And when they reach there, something you have to notice, this man says, see, your appearance is like a lawyer. So if you go inside the shop and if Lutkin is there, it's damn sure he is going to run away when he sees you. So you wait here, I will go and check if he is there, and if I find him, I will bring. And saying so, he enters the shop, has some conversation with the shopkeeper, and then they both return. And the shopkeeper says, see, he was here a little while ago, but now he is not there. I think he has gone to the barber's shop to shave. That is, there is a barber nearby whose name is Gustav, and he will be in Gustav's shop. He will be having a shave. And they continue their journey on the horse to Gustav's shop. There also it is this man who gets down first and goes into the shop. And after 5 minutes he returns and says, Lutkin actually came here a few minutes before and he owes this person $35. So the shopkeeper is very angry with Lechkin, and I think he might be in a nearby shop. That is, since he has to pay $35, he is actually trying to escape from this person, and there is a shop nearby, like a shop where haircut and all is done. There is another shop, and I think Lechkin will be there, and that shop is named as Gray's shop. So from this Gustav's shop they are actually moving to Gray's shop in search of Lechkin. Okay, so they are moving from one place to another in search of this man. And Mr. Gray says, okay, he was here a few minutes ago. He bought some cigarettes and he left the shop. So now he is not here. So this is the third place they are visiting. There also this particular person is not there. Now they are searching and couldn't find Lechkin, and finally it's 1 o'clock noon and they are hungry. And this man is asking, this lawyer is asking, are there any good hotels? And he is like, there are 3 to 4 hotels, but it is not as good as you think it would be. So I think you better have some food from my wife, okay? Because if you buy some food from her, it will cost you less than $50 only, and that would be a blessing for me and my wife, because in order to feed my wife, I need some money to buy food, like buy groceries and all. My wife also needs money. So if you pay her some money and buy food from her, with that money she can buy groceries and cook food the next day. So if you pay my wife and have food from my wife, it will actually help my wife to earn a livelihood. So I am buying $2 from you for an hour because that is my job. The same way my wife will cook food for you, and if you pay her, that would be a blessing for her. So now he is tempting this lawyer to buy food from his wife, and so the lawyer is going to his house and they both are having food from his wife. And this lawyer is actually paying him $2 per hour, including the time they spent for having lunch. Including all that, for total 6 hours he is paying this person, that is the hack driver. And in between, the hack driver is telling his name. He is introducing himself before the lawyer as Bill. Okay, Bill is not his real name. His real identity and name will be disclosed only towards the end of the story. Now he is saying my name is Bill. Okay, and while having food, this Bill is actually giving the lawyer a description of the village, and the lawyer feels like everything is happening right in front of his eyes. So he is getting a clear-cut picture of the village and everything, and he admires this person. He likes this person's company because he is having a feeling that this person is helping him a lot to find this culprit. Though he is charging this lawyer a bit high, lawyer has no problem because he is going to write all these expenses in the account of the firm, so he does not have to bear any personal loss. So he is quite happy, and also this person is actually helping him to find Lechkin. If he was alone, then he would not be able to find, because this village is new to him. But since this person is with him, he has a feeling like he would be able to find Lechkin. Now after having lunch, they are proceeding with their search, and finally they meet Lechkin's friend, who tells them that Lechkin had actually gone to his house to meet his mother. And the house of Lechkin, it was 3 miles north, and so both these people, they are continuing their journey to Lechkin's house. And Bill is saying, see, you should be careful because Lechkin's mother is a terror. She is not a very good person. She might behave badly with you. And her physical appearance is described, that is, she is 9 feet tall and 4 feet thick, and she is very quick at doing things. So all these descriptions are given about Lechkin's mother. And Bill says maybe Lechkin might have come to know that we are in search of him. So he is actually hiding behind his mother because his mother is a very tall and strong person. She is capable of protecting him from any dangers or any evil. That is why he is hiding behind his mother. So this was the comment that was made by Bill. And finally they reaches the house, and when enquired about Lutskin, she says that I don't know anything about him. He is not there in the house, and I swear you will never be able to find him, because mother actually saw that the hack driver who was standing with this particular person, that is with the lawyer, mother identified the hack driver, and there is a trick behind it that will be unfolded towards the end of the story. So after seeing the hack driver, mother felt like laughing, and she is telling the lawyer, you will never be able to find Lutkins. And this lawyer says, I have court order, I have the authority to search your house. She says, okay, you can search, but you will not be able to find him. And if you move one step forward, I will burn you. She is trying to attack them with iron rod or something, and so they finally escape. And then they are finally talking about the rude behavior of the lady and all, and finally it's time for this lawyer to leave the place. So yeah, in the beginning itself I told you he had to catch the afternoon train, so he is actually bidding farewell to his new companion and he is leaving the place. And he is very worried because all his efforts were in vain. Though he had a company of Bill, still he was not able to find Lutkin. So he is very sad and he is going back to his office. And then as the return journey continues, narrator is thinking of something else, that is being a honest man, leading the life of a lawyer. All those thoughts came to his mind, and he is not very aware of Lutskin, or like, see, he couldn't find Lutskin. That doesn't bother him anymore. But for the firm which he was working, they actually needed Lutskin for their case which was going to be held the next day. Lutskin was very important, and so they are very angry with this lawyer. They call him a failure, a coward. And on the next day, this lawyer was again sent to that same village. This time he was not sent alone, but he had a companion with him, a man who knew Lutkins, or a man who worked with Lutkins. Earlier when he went, that time he was alone, and so he couldn't find Lutkins. But now Lutkins' friend or companion is also going with this lawyer, because he knows who is Lutkins and he would be able to identify the man. So he is also being sent with this lawyer, and both of them, they go together in search of Lutkins on the very next day. And that day also Bill was there standing at the station platform near his cart, and on seeing Bill, the companion who was with the lawyer said, see, that is Lutskin. And when he pointed to Lutskin, at that time he was actually talking to his mother, that is Bill was talking to Lutskin's mother, and at that time these people, they meet Bill, and the companion of the lawyer, the person who accompanied the lawyer, who was the companion of Lutskin, he is pointing to Bill and saying, that is Lutskin. And the lawyer is very shocked, because yesterday he met the man. This man took him all around the village and they were searching for Lutskin, and he did not get any clue that this man was actually cheating on him, or that this man was the true Lutskin, and he was actually trying to cheat this man, trying to make some money out of this lawyer. And now when this lawyer comes to know that it was actually Lutkins who was with him the previous day, he was very shocked, very surprised, and he is like in a state of dilemma. And when he is handing over the summons to Lutkins and his mother, both of them are laughing. And Lutkins is inviting him to share a cup of coffee in a neighbor's house. Actually, yesterday while they were roaming through the village, almost all the people had seen Lutkins and this lawyer, and there was only just one family left to see this lawyer. And so that family, they were very sad. They actually wanted Luctens to bring the lawyer in front of them. They wanted to meet the lawyer. So that is why Luctens is asking the lawyer to go with him to visit that family and share a cup of coffee there in that house. And there the story ends. That is, the story has a good climax. Like the person whom the lawyer was searching has been finally found out. That is, even though the lawyer couldn't himself find out the victim, or the man called Luctens, he was able to find out the person the next day when he actually took one of Luctens' friends with him. And his mission was accomplished. He was finally able to find Luctens and give the summons to him. That was his mission, and it was finally accomplished. The only thing was that on the first day when he went out in search of Luctens, he had to face a little difficulty. Like Luctens was actually in front of him, but he couldn't identify Luctens, and Luctens was actually trying to play a joke on this man. That was the only thing that happened, like the twist that happened in the story. Otherwise, the story has a very good and happy